Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been a YouTube creator for the last almost 4.5 years now, but not a lot of people know this. I got into YouTube because I was a big consumer of YouTube. Back in the day when I was in college, when I was working and all of that, I used to spend hours watching YouTube content, and all of the OG YouTubers that created content many years back, I was a big follower of all of those people. And even today, while my YouTube choices have evolved a lot, I still spend a lot of time consuming content on this platform. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a peek into my YouTube subscriber list, and I'm going to tell you 10 YouTubers whose content I absolutely love watching. I hope you find my recommendations useful. I will have all of their channels linked in the description, and let's start. The first creator I want to talk about is Monica Church. She's been a YouTube creator for many years now. She started off with creating, fashion and lifestyle content when she was a teenager, and now that she's almost my age, she's grown up and her content has evolved with her. I feel like she's one of those YouTubers who's continued to stay relevant even after being on this platform for so many years. So Monica's content is mainly a lot of her lifestyle, but the main reason why I absolutely love watching whatever she creates is because the way she's monetized her YouTube presence is very different. Meaning, a lot of people, typically on YouTube make money through AdSense, or they have their own courses and stuff like that. But Monica, instead of taking all of those routes of launching her own products, merch, whatever, she pivoted to becoming a realtor, and she's a real estate agent now in the Seattle area in US, and she's a kick-ass realtor, by the way. She's always had this amazing eye for real estate apartments and stuff like that. And now what she does is she uses her YouTube as a platform to showcase some really good properties that they have in the Seattle area, and she showcases her life as a real estate agent. And to me, I feel like it's such a cool way of utilizing the access to community that you have. Her content is very well shot, it's very well edited, her storytelling style is amazing. You would never ever feel bored even for 1 second watching her content. And I absolutely love the different types of apartments and properties that she showcases. I absolutely love watching apartment and real estate related videos on YouTube, and I personally believe that if I was born and brought up in the US, I would probably be a real estate agent as well, with my love for apartments and stuff. So her content is absolutely amazing. I would leave a link to one of my favorite videos from her channel in the description box below. She showcases New York style apartments in Seattle, and they're absolutely to die for. The next creator is Taylor Bell. Now, Taylor Bell is a very new creator on YouTube. I think she started creating content only in the last year, 2021. So she is basically a University of Pennsylvania graduate, and she is now working as a consultant with one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, and she stays in New York. And she basically documents her life as a consultant, working as a consultant in top firms in the world. And her content is absolutely amazing. First of all, one of the main reasons why I absolutely love the way she creates her content is because I feel like she is an amazing talker. Like, you would want to listen to whatever she's saying. So she's great at that. And then she puts in effort into creating her content. It's not very cinematic, so to say, but it's very everyday vlog style content, but something that would keep you hooked for a very long time. And even though she just has 30,000 subscribers right now, I think she's going to grow very big from here on. And if you are somebody who's just curious about how the professional world, the corporate world in the US works, and you just like being a fly on the wall for somebody and just watch somebody just go through their day-to-day, this is an amazing channel. I would strongly recommend you watch that. Next up is Florence, and she is my aesthetic queen. Like, she is this one person who I learn a lot of like aesthetic shots and stuff from. She is a vlogger. Basically, she just creates content around her own life, and she also documents her reading journey. And she's a student in a university, so also documents a lot of her student life and stuff. Even though we're not the same age, obviously we're in completely different phases of life, I feel like her content still has a very a very calming vibe to it, and it is very aesthetically pleasing. I watch it whenever I'm feeling low, and it automatically makes me feel a lot better. I love the way she creates her thumbnails as well, and I think what stands out the most on her channel is just her raw, authentic self that she's not worried to showcase. Like, even at the lowest of her point, she's made videos, and she documents a lot of everything that happens in her life, and I feel like it just makes me feel really happy watching her content. There's no other reason why I watch it, only because it makes me happy. The next creator I want to talk about is from India. His name is Shiva Devari, and he's a really young kid, I think 21-year-old kid from Lucknow, and he's also very new on YouTube. I think has 17-20 thousand subscribers, something like that. And the reason why I love his content is for his storytelling abilities. He creates such amazing, aesthetically pleasing storytelling specific vlogs and videos that they keep me hooked every single minute through it. He is not very consistent, meaning he's not the person who would upload like every week or every other week, but whenever his videos come, you can be sure that they're going to be a treat for your eyes as well as for everything. His editing skills are top notch, and essentially, if you're thinking of somebody like an Irfan Junejo in India, I feel like his content is very comparable to that, and that's saying a lot because Irfan's absolutely amazing. Again, I strongly believe that Shiva is going to be really big, in just a few months from now. And I'm very happy that I discovered him very early on. I, in fact, even had a conversation with him because I really liked his content. I shot him an email saying that, "Bahut hi cool kaam kar rahe ho tum, let's get on a call." And we got on a call. We had a discussion, and I'm so happy to see people from like all parts of our country coming and creating such amazing content. I would strongly recommend that you check out his channel. Next creator is Karen Bond, and Karen Bond is an interior designer based in Canada, and on her YouTube she doesn't really make interior designing specific videos, but she basically showcases her life as an interior designer, and she mostly showcases the professional side of her life. And the reason why I love watching her content is because she documents a lot of her presence in the office time. So she has a lot of office vlogs on her channel, her style of working with her team, how she manages big projects. She takes us along whenever she goes for really big client projects. Like she takes up really big interior designing projects with some of the biggest like restaurants in Canada and some of the biggest like H&I homes and stuff. So she's amazing at her work, obviously, but the reason why I love watching her is because she showcases me the behind the scenes of what it takes to run a business like that. And for me as a businesswoman, I feel like I get to take a lot of notes from her experience. Another reason why I feel very personally connected to her is because I discovered her very early on in YouTube, and very recently her show came out on Netflix. And that sense of connection that you feel with YouTubers who you have been a part of their journey for a very long time, that's what happened with me with her when I saw her on Netflix. It was such a beautiful moment. I was like, oh my god, I know this person. I'm so happy that she's getting this opportunity. I would definitely recommend you check her out. The next channel I want to talk about is called Flying the Nest, and it's run by a couple, a husband and a wife, and they are full-time world travelers. Now, there are a lot of channels like that. There are a lot of full-time world travelers on YouTube, but I particularly love their channel because both of them, they are both absolutely polite, lovely, and very pleasant people. Like whenever they talk, I want to listen to them because they come across as genuinely nice people. And every time they visit a country, they are so adamant on having very real, authentic experiences, something that actually makes them connect to that country more than like just going to touristy places. So that's something that I appreciate. They are big foodies like me. So whenever they visit a country, they have like a lot of dedicated videos around the food of that country, which I personally really enjoy watching. In fact, I discovered them because they had come to India as well. And even in India, they went to, they took like a food tour in Chandni Chowk in Delhi and all of that. And, that's how I discovered them. And since then, I've been a major follower of that channel. They recently had a kid as well, so they stopped their full-time travel journey for a bit, and they were raising the kid in their van, so they moved to a van life, and I think they are now starting to travel again now that the kid's grown up a little bit. So yeah, I would strongly recommend their channel as well. Link in the description. Next creator is also from India. His name is Shantanu Kumar, and he is a graphic designer. Like by profession, he's a graphic designer, and he also creates his graphic designing and lifestyle related content on YouTube. The reason why I love his content is because, when somebody is a designer, they have a very interesting design sense that they bring to every element of their life. So, given that he has this, designer attitude and this design thinking approach to his work, he also has that to his life. So when you watch his content, you will, of course, find it very aesthetically pleasing, but at the same time, you would actually get to see the behind the scenes process that he shows of, how he works with clients, how he designs a logo, how he comes up with concepts. And, it's just a style of creating videos and his design aesthetics that really pull me in. but I think a lot is also to do with, because of his graphic design experience, he's also able to bring a lot of that to his video content, and I absolutely love that. I'm not able to explain his content really well to you right now, but you have to check out some of his videos to understand what is it that I'm really talking about. You won't regret it. Next up is Half As Interesting, and this channel is very different from anything else I've recommended on this list. So Half As Interesting is, I don't know who runs this channel. There is no face behind it. There is just this one guy's awaz, which is put on top of a lot of like random stock footage and videos and stuff. But the content is super informative, and it sort of pleases your curiosity better than anything else that I've ever seen. So the style of the content is that they basically pick up topics that you would be curious about, you know, like who officially decides what time is it, or how one guy randomly bankrupted one of the oldest banks in England. So they would pick up topics where you would see the title and you'd be like, oh my god, I want to know what this is, you know, and how there's a country that has only one resident, one official resident, and they then, you know, deep dive, they give you a lot of information about it in a very witty way. So in like 3, 4, 5 minutes video, they will in a very concise way, they would give a lot of information, but it won't be boring even for a second. So if you're somebody who likes, you know, not just like lifestyle content, but if you also like learning and having some learning experiences on YouTube, then I would strongly recommend this channel to you. The next creator is Reynard Lowell. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, and I'm not sure what country he's based in, but his channel is one of my very recent discoveries on YouTube, and I absolutely love it. So the goal of his channel is simplify your life with home design and organization, and that's it. That's what the channel is. You know, he is a very type A person. He's super organized, he's very clean, very minimalistic, and at the same time he's very structured and organized in the way he does anything and everything in his house. And I'm exactly the opposite of that, meaning I'm a very messy, very like all over the place kind of person, and whenever I see him, it showcases me the life that I aspire to have. So I see this as an inspiration. So if you're somebody who likes seeing kitchen makeovers, balcony makeovers, pantry organization, and you know, stuff like that from a very organized yet functional perspective while keeping things as minimal as possible, I think this is a great channel that you will enjoy watching. One thing that I love about his content is he takes very aesthetic shots. Like, it's all tripod shots, so you won't see anything moving or whatever. So it's all tripod shots, and he has a very simple, very clear narration going on throughout the video. And there's something about his content, you have to watch it, because, you know, if you enjoy just, you know, seeing organized spaces and, you know, compulsively clean spaces, then this is going to be the channel that I'm sure you will absolutely love subscribing to. And the last channel that I want to talk about today is called Super Kalin Brothers. They are like the OG people on YouTube. They've been creating content before YouTube was even monetized. I think they've been on this platform for the last like 12, 13 years or whatever. And it's run by two brothers, Jay and Ben, and they create fandom-specific content. So there are different fandoms that they are a part of, like the Marvel Universe, Harry Potter, or you know, a lot of like Disney movies and stuff. And they are everyone's favorite conspiracy theory and fan theory people on the internet. So I specifically watch them because of their Harry Potter content. They have a lot of very interesting Harry Potter theories. You know, how Dumbledore is death, or what was Dumbledore's big game plan with Harry, starting from the very first minute that Harry was born, going all the way up to the 7th book. And now they are in fact even expanding this theory to fit into the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So if you are a Potterhead like me, there cannot be a better channel than this on the internet. And you know, some of the theories that they've come up with, it feels like I can't imagine the amount of work and effort that would go into creating the level of videos that they do. You have to subscribe to this channel if you are a Potterhead in any shape or form. I would strongly recommend you subscribe. That's it for today. I hope you had fun getting a peek inside my subscribed list on YouTube. I tried to keep this list as diverse as possible to include a lot of different types of channels from different niches and categories. I'm sure you'll find something as per your liking. Do check out all the links in the description, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.